large asteroid will pass by Earth this week. Should we worry about any effects on our Earth? A scientist says no. This is by Louis Yol-Sulian, University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign. Recent weeks have witnessed a series of medium to large-sized asteroids crossing the path with Earth's orbit. The largest of the pack, asteroid 2004 UE, is on track to make its closest approach on our planet these days. University of Illinois Urbana-Champaign astronomy professor and chair Leslie Looney spoke with News Bureau physicist science editor Louis Yol-Sulian about what researchers referred to as near-Earth objects and how much of a threat they are to our planet. Near-Earth objects are meteoroids, asteroids, or comets with orbits that bring them close to Earth orbit. They are the leftovers of our solar system formation process, which means they are the nearly pristine bits and pieces of ice and rocks from which the planets are formed. We know their orbits from tracking them, and we know of their composition from examining their reflected and infrared light, and by comparison to objects that we have visited with space missions. There seems to be a lot of large NEOs in Earth's neighborhood in recent weeks. Is this unusual? Over the last 20 years, NASA has dramatically increased the number of known NEOs from knowing of less than 1,000 to nearly 28,000. The precise dimensions of NEOs can be difficult to resolve due to their small size and great distances. Kindly support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box. But those estimated by NASA to be 140 meters or more along their longest axis, that's about 300 feet. Most asteroids are potato-shaped, so their dimensions can be described as roughly spherical, have been mandated by Congress to be classified as NEOs, near-Earth objects. The increase in the number of objects classified as NEOs was in part due to its mandate. Anything of this size could have a catastrophic impact on Earth, destroying cities with large losses of life. This awareness leads to more reporting of objects. How do scientists spot and track NEOs? We discover NEOs by taking pictures of the night sky over a night or over multiple nights, looking for something that moves compared with the stars or galaxies. The closer the NEO is to Earth, the faster it will move. With enough time, we can use these images to determine the orbit of the object. Many new and exciting upcoming astronomical surveys will also map the night sky over many years to look for supernova and other time-varying objects, so we expect to find even more objects over the next few decades. At what size does an NEO become a concern? Anything over 140 meters, that's about 300 feet, and 400 feet in diameter, could cause major damage to cities or coasts, so any NEO with orbits that cross Earth's orbit is classified as a potentially hazardous object. There are about 2,000 PHOs known today. None of them are likely to impact our planet in the next 100 years, but we still watch their orbits for any shifts. The orbit paths of NEOs that will be near Earth in more than 100 years cannot be predicted very well. However, it is important to note that large impacts have hit Earth in the past. Ask any dinosaur you meet, and the planet will be hit by large impacts in the future. It's not a matter of if, but a matter of when. But don't panic, it's not likely to happen anytime soon. That's assuming that we see all these NEOs that are big enough to cause a catastrophe. Because there were recently interstellar comets that were found coming from the direction of the sun, and they were found by 2 amateur astronomers. Also, the Chelyabinsk meteor that struck over Siberia a few years back was not seen coming in. Now, are there any ways we can deflect NEOs that come too close to us? If we have an advanced warning of about 5 to 10 years or so, Deflecting the NEO should be easy. I'm not talking about nuclear blasts or anything like that. Blowing up an NEO is probably the worst thing to do, since now you have many smaller rocks in the same orbit coming in. Now that said, NASA will launch this month the Double Asteroid Redirect Test, or DART, which will test a kinetic impact with an asteroid. This planned high-speed impact is scheduled to occur and will determine how effectively we can change an asteroid orbit. There are many other methods, including a gravity tractor, a spaceship that nudges the asteroid using the spacecraft's mass, or attached rockets. If our civilization wants to survive for the next 1,000 years, we have to figure this out, what to do to save the planet. Now, asteroid 2004 UE will reach its closest orbit to Earth around November 13, so it's already passed. How do this object's size and trajectory compare to other identified NEOs throughout history? Asteroid 2004 UE is pretty typical of an NEO. It's around 160 meters in diameter, about 400 feet. Most are smaller, but many are larger. Asteroid 2004 UE is not considered a safety concern since the closest approach was more than 30 times the Earth-Moon distance. And this happens frequently, he said. This was from University of Illinois Urbana campaign on phys.org. Please leave your comments. Thank you for your support.